Hello, hello. This is Scrapping Like a Lady. And as you can see, I have been making some progress on my Willa here. Pulling it down so you guys can see. I'm working on her neck area right here. Willie, if those dogs get to barking, you're so bad. He just put Bella in the playpen with Bentley. And when we bought Bella a playpen, it has mesh on the side. She chewed through till she got herself a hole in that playpen. So we bought her another one. She chewed through that thing. Anyways, Bella does not like playpens. And Bentley need a playpen because, honey, if you leave him unattended, you find all kind of little chocolate rocks wherever he wants to lay them down. I don't know what's with these little dogs. They are hard to potty train, or pet train, doggy train, whatever they call it. But I'm trying not to move that. I'm going to have to move this just a tad bit away. Sorry about that shaking. To keep you guys from rocking and rolling when I move this thing. It's still going to rock and roll. That's because my light pad is attached to the, Willie attached it to the pole. So if we move a little bit, y'all, apologies in advance. But I am actually loving this canvas. And the peach is not so bad. As you can see, her face still looks pretty dark. When I first put it down, it was really light. And I was like, she don't look that light on the box and on the, the painting and stuff like that. This little thing right here, little picture that they give you, but honey, y'all know I wanted to make her a color gal, but I didn't have any square drills, and I have not gone out and bought any square drills. Some people sent me different sources, and they were like, get them from here, get them from there. I don't know why I didn't go buy them yet, but I'm going to buy them. Y'all going to see I'm going to turn some of these things into color, folks. Because I want to give them to people. Not that people really care. If it didn't, she was a white girl. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. They just, oh, what a lovely picture, But I still want to have some of my people, color folks. Because ain't nothing wrong with that, So my husband barbecued today, and he was the house mama today, honey. He got up early this morning, like 6 in the morning, went out there and washed my car and came in and gave me my coffee, and then he went out and put a wax on my car and made it shine. He wanted to get me a new car, and I was like, I don't want a new car. And we kind of got into a little squabble about that. And he was like, well, if you're going to keep your old car, then at least it could shine. No. I think he wanted to get me a new car because I had said that I was looking at a new car. And, honey, you can't say nothing out loud in front of Willie because he's like, oh, my wife has a need. But no, ain't nothing wrong with my car. Why do I need to get a new one? And that car has never been in the shop, ever. Ever. And old Betsy did me right. But, I mean, I do get my oil changed and, do all the stuff that I'm supposed to do to keep her running right. So, the engine flush, I do all of that. The guy's like, you need this, do it. You need that, do it. I don't even question him. The guy I go to, I switch guys. I was going to one guy, And every time you go over there, they're like, you need, you need, you need. And something just told me, probably was the Holy Spirit, was like, you don't need all that he's telling you you need. And I went to another guy, and he's like, ma'am, you don't need that yet. You can do it, but you don't need it. I was like, well, if I don't need it, don't do it. So I know he'll tell me when I need it. But it's just something very trusting when you get a mechanic to tell you you don't need anything yet, you know. So, but my car is like a '07. And it's 2021, y'all. So, like my grandma used to say, leave bad enough alone. So I'm gonna leave it alone for a while. I am going to get some stuff done. I want to get a wrought iron door put on my house. Because like all my friends are getting new houses. I said, y'all gonna do you. My one girlfriend, she bought a house last year. And she had a new house. Get this. She had a new house about 3 years ago. Then she bought another house and rented out the old house. And then she decided to sell the old house. And she bought another house. She closed on the 23rd. Today is the 11th. Tomorrow is Bree's birthday. Sabrina's birthday is tomorrow, the 12th. So she is closing on her new house. And she told me the other day, I think I'm going to sell my other house too. I said, oh, girl, you're making me tired. You just moving around too much. But she's like, it's a seller's market, Lisa. It's time to sell your house and get another one. Yeah, a more expensive house. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. I just want to pay my house off and be done with it. So, yeah. As it sits right now, Willie did a calculation, and he's like, we can have both houses paid off by next December. I said, yeah, let's do that. Because when the economy changed and everybody was scrambling around, I didn't have no scrambling to do. We got friends and they got big $700,000 houses. It used to be that people had kids, and you know, my bedroom, I had 3 or 4 of my brothers and sisters in my room. It sure did. And we are fine. Nobody tried to kill nobody. In fact, I think we are closer. But this is a 6-bedroom. All my kids had their own rooms. There's 4 bathrooms. So now Cameron and Logan have their own bathroom. Oh, Lord, he in there probably making a mixed drink or something, making all that noise. But, so Kimberly and Richard don't live here anymore, and so we have extra rooms. I told you, Richard moved out. I made his room into my scrapbooking room, and I got a sewing room. Let them keep moving out. I just keep making them into hobby rooms. I just wish we didn't have stairs, because, honey, I'm lazy. I don't be wanting to climb the stairs, not even to go do my crafts. I'm like, oh, I want to, but I don't feel like climbing the stairs. Told you I don't like exercise. And stairs mean you got to bend your knees. Oh, I tickle myself. But, yes, honey, no. It's just, and as I get older, y'all know I was thinking about, oh, maybe I just need another house, get one made to my needs. I was thinking about that, you know, get a ranch-style house where I can just walk into my craft room and it's as big as I want. I said, girl, you better shut up talking. Just shut your mouth, shut your pie hole. That's what my sister always say, shut your pie hole. Oh, Lord. Sorry, y'all. You in there making a mixed drink. bought one of those Vitamix machines. I'm telling you, if you don't have a Vitamix machine and you're on the fence about it, or you looked at it and you're like, I don't know if it's worth the money, honey, it's worth every cent. You put your strawberries in that sucker, and even the strawberry seeds will be mulched. It doesn't leave anything. Your smoothies are just that smooth. So, yeah. Ooh, Jesus. Drill is running away from me. Come back here. So, yeah, those Vitamix machines are worth it. I bought him one of those hardcore cafe blenders up in there. I'm gonna talk a little louder, y'all, because I can't stop him from making his drink. He's gonna be like, ah. Let that man do what he wants to do. That's how you keep yourself a happy mind. You just mind your business. I told y'all, mind your business. Then you ain't got to worry about fussing and arguing about little stuff. But,
Hey, Mom.
yes, Logan.
Oh, you were taking a nap with Dad?
Yeah, I took a little nap. Now I'm making a video. They're going to hear you talking in the video. That's all right. We got to live up in here. They understand. Don't y'all? Do y'all understand? We'll go out tomorrow, all right? Today is Sunday. You know, Mommy's, that's her rest day, boy.
Oh, okay.
I've been working. I had to work yesterday, so I need to rest today. Get my ugly sleep.
I wish I would come back to work.
I know, but you got to get your other shot first.
Okay.
You know it.
Let me leave you alone.
All right. So, now I forgot what I was talking about, y'all. You know this mind ain't what it used to be. Huh. Can't even catch up with your thoughts. You're probably going to bring me one of those drinks. I told y'all I cannot drink it. Something about the Shaw family. Whenever we put fermented drinks in our body, we become just, it hits us real fast. So, he don't like me to have a drink if I go out with my friends or leave the, go to a convention or something in another state, and he's like, don't drink anything, you know, honey, because you know, a quarter of a drink do me the way it does a person who's had a whole, well, several glasses. You know, these people here, especially the Irish people and German and things like that, those people can put it down, Charlie. Put it down. Pam, too. Pam can drink, honey. We went to a wedding, and she was on the dance floor with her little non-dancing tail, telling some, making all that noise. I was like, oh my gosh. And oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. See that, y'all? See that drink? You so sweet to your Lisa. I was gonna say to my Lisa, to your Lisa. That's my other personality. But yeah, she was out there. I was like, Pam, I'm having a good time. Leave me alone. And she went to the bar. They had an open bar. I was like, oh my good Lord. And of course, I'm over there sipping on my 1 glass of wine to her 5th glass. Actually, I say 5th glass. I don't know how many glasses she got. I was so glad when that we were staying right there at the wedding, the reception and the wedding were all held in a real nice hotel. And so we were able to just go up to our room afterwards. I was like, ooh, thank God, honey, because Miss Lisa can't drink. Good, you can't drink. Now, my son, forget about it. He doesn't have Shaw blood, honey. He got that German blood from his daddy. He can drink. Ooh, Lord, I put those all Willy Wonka. Let me move this up so y'all can see what I'm doing. Yeah, those Germans, they can drink. Richard cheese. Forget about it. And I don't particularly like beer. I call it piss water. That's what it tastes like. Tastes like someone just putting cold tinkle in your mouth. Now, wait, let me take that back. Because there are certain beers, like the flavored ones, the apple flavor, or, you know, just a flavored beer. I can do a little bit of that. But I can't do a lot of it. I'll say a little bit. I can drink maybe 5 or 6 sips. I know y'all probably like, this girl is on the pathetic side, but baby girl, it's true. I can't do all of that. Mama can't drink. Just know you can't drink. I can't take any drugs. If I take something like a pain pill, like if I'm in a hospital and they come and give you pain medication, honey, I start hallucinating. My sister she made a little short video of me on pain medication, and I was seeing things in the air and feeling, and I was like, she was like, Lisa, what are you doing? Trying to talk to me while she know that medication's in my system. I was like, don't you see these people in the room? Oh, Lord. Angels came to visit me or something, because I sure was seeing things. Bentley and Bella. I was seeing things. So I watched that video. I was cracking up. And I was making sense to somebody. Because I was talking in full sentences. Telling her, thinking she was crazy because she couldn't see what I was saying. Stay away from the light, girls. Stay away from the light. Because you won't come back. I should tell you guys about my experience at the hospital when I had an ovarianectomy. I had already had a hysterectomy. I think it was in 2004, 2007, somewhere up in there. And let's just make the long story short by just saying something went wrong and girl was dying. And I must have been hallucinating because I was told to get up off of that bed and go make a cup of tea. I think I told you guys that story, honey. And then I had those ovaries I had. I'm going to have to talk to the Lord and ask him, why you give me those bad ovaries? But honey, every time you looked at me, I was pregnant. Willie couldn't sneeze good, and I got pregnant. Every time. We lost a couple of kids, and found them again, because, honey, I was pregnant again. And those birth control were like, you trying to prevent from getting pregnant? Those things were like the opposite for me. I think those birth controls made me pregnant, honey. They're like, you're pregnant. I'm like, say what? I said, Willie, you're going to have to stop putting those babies in there, because I can't even get healed up good before you got another baby coming. Y'all see how I blamed it on him, huh? Mm-hmm. You left it to me, we'd have never had any more, because, yeah, let's just leave it right there. Let's keep this PG. Keep it PG, girl. Because I tell y'all some things, y'all be like, what kind of channel does she have? The kind that's honest. The kind that's honest. But yes, every time I turned around, that man had another baby coming. And mind you, he told me he didn't want kids. He was like, I'm fine with your 2 kids. Well, then stop putting them up in there. Stay out of there and you won't have any. But honey, yes. Yeah. So what's that, boy? Your daddy put Bella in there. Get that dog. Get her out of there. Bentley don't like Bella in there. So yeah, we lost 2 babies, and then we miscarried 2 babies, and then we had 2 babies. That's 6. And I had already had 2. That's 8. I wanted 6 kids. But I wound up with 4 of them. And honey, let me tell you, you know I call my little kids bastards. These little bastards, 4 is enough. I guess God said, you don't know what you're asking for. It's like, you're going to go crazy. You're going to catch a case. You better just stick with these 4 and leave it alone. Sabrina gave me this new deodorant. And let's just say, it ain't working for me, Sabrina. It is not working. I'm not musty, and I don't sweat. But honey, how come my arms feel sweaty? Yes, they do. Yeah. Ooh. Jesus, I placed that all the way in the middle between 2 fields. Yes, I feel sweaty, Sabrina. Now, it could be that I just got my pellets, so my hormones are increasing. But I don't sweat, so how come I'm sweating? Not bad. I don't stink, but I feel like I stink. And honey, what female wants to feel like that? I'm gonna have to go back to my dial. The dial is the one I like, honey. It keeps me nice and dry. Sabrina gave me this old natural. Nah, give me the aluminum. They said, oh, the aluminum causes breast cancer. Well, honey, I can't be around my patients smelling like an old gorilla. And then I tried this other, that natural Tom's deodorant. That stuff did not work, y'all. And if I feel like I don't smell fresh under my armpits, then we go back. We go backwards. We go back to our old stuff. So I'm going to have to go backwards. Did any of y'all get, I know, what is her name? Oh, I can't think of her name. It'll come to me in a minute. She sent me a message and said that she likes that body wash, that Shea and Warm Vanilla. Honey, I'm still liking that. And it's Chloe Yasmin. That's the YouTuber that I watch. And the young girl I told you guys about that loved Jesus and tells you all about washing up and how to stay clean and fresh all day and all of this kind of stuff. But I just love real people, honey. And that little girl is real. She just bring it to you just straight. And that's what it is. I mean, honey, if your armpits ain't right, or your cookie ain't right, honey, go look at that girl. She'll tell you what to do to get right. Get yourself fresh. And even if you are right, honey, you can be more right. So I watch her and she suggests stuff and I go get it. And I haven't had one thing, not one thing that girl told me to do that hasn't worked out right. Like she said to use a baby washcloth on your cookie. I was like, I don't know about this one. I might need to use that washcloth on a baby, but not on my cookie. But I was like, well, let me try it. Honey, I told Sabrina about it, and we were at the store, and she was like, she was reluctant too, to be honest with you. She was like, Lisa, really? I was like, that's what she said. Let's just try it, Sabrina. It ain't, the towel ain't even that expensive. Let's just try it. If it don't work, there's a trash can for you and for me. So we bought it. Sabrina showered first, and I went into the shower, to the bathroom where she was at. She's like, Lisa, oh my God, get in the shower, try the towel. And I was in there. It was like washing up with marshmallows. It was so wonderful, because you know that's real delicate skin. And so, honey, I'm telling y'all, if y'all are not watching Jasmine, well, you ain't got to watch her. If y'all don't want to watch her, that's fine. I'll tell you what she said. If y'all watching me, I'll tell you what she said. Get a baby washcloth to wash your cooter with, because, honey, it's that. It's all that. Those washcloths ain't for babies no more. Not in this house. So I love it. And then Sabrina, she was like, well, let me teach my girls the right way, because Sabrina has 2 daughters. And so she got, and her granddaughters. So she got a set for Nina, Jessica, and her 2 granddaughters. And she said her daughter Nina was like, Mama, whoa. I was like, Y'all, we've been doing it all wrong. Miss Yasmin, no, with a Y. A Chloe Yasmin. Logan's up there vacuuming his floor. Everybody want to make all this noise while I'm trying to talk to my people. Logan up there vacuuming. Daddy using a blender. Here come Cameron. He's now 24, y'all. That baby 24. He always put his head on my head. Here comes Mr. C.
I thought I just took that one down and pulled it down and opened it, but I guess I moved it.
All right. You see, I'm trying to use up all of these for her neck skin. Can y'all see how beautiful that did look? Can you see? Ooh. What? Jesus. So Willie got the Star Wars series. No, excuse me, Star Trek series, all the Star Treks. And he's like, let's have a Star Trek fest. I don't like no Star Trek. He wants to watch it. Sometimes you just got to do what the other person want to do. And sometimes you might enjoy it. So I guess I'm watching Star Trek with him tonight. I'm going to stop that because this, what is this, cellophane? Whatever the heck this paper is called, I cannot stand Let me cut this. That's what I'm gonna do. I cannot stand this noise. You know, some people don't like chalkboard. I can't stand this sound. I'm gonna cut this thing with this little knife right here. Oops, Jesus. I'll try not to cut it too deep so I don't cut it off. It didn't do me any good. Come on out of there. It didn't do me any good to use this washi tape and try to section this off. I knew it wasn't gonna work for my personality because I'm like, there's another one down there. There's another one down there. There is no organization to my life. There's just isn't. If I didn't have Pam, Pam keeps me straight, y'all. She really do. She's like, she does the cleaning in the facility and keeps everything the way it's supposed to be. I said I was going to give myself a person to come and clean this house. Because I like stuff clean, but I don't like to clean. I just want to come home and it's clean. I've had a couple of different cleaning people, but Willie is, he's kind of strange with that. He don't like people in his house, but he's not going to clean it, so I'm not going to listen to him. It's been many years since we've had a cleaning lady. So, oh Jesus. Do I have a little piece of wax. It must have fell out of I loaded up my pens before I got started, so it must have a little piece of wax down there. Okay, there you go. There you go, girl. Do you, do you, do you. All right. I got on this little halter dress. See this? You can't see from my big face. And it's got shorts. It's not a dress. It's a halter shirt with little shorts. They are so comfortable. Sticky, 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 sticky. Don't do this at home, y'all. Don't put your hands on it. My hands are clean. I just washed them. So I'm not going to transfer any oil. Not that quickly anyways. Onto my canvas. But I want to do some of these. Some more of this flesh color. Supposedly flesh color. Okay. Sometimes you have to hold your tongue just right to put your drills down, or you make them all Willy Wonka. Woo. Okay, like I just did. See that? But I'm bound and determined to get good with squares and with these multi-placers. My God, that boy is vacuuming that floor, ain't he? He ain't got that much room. But he makes a mess up in there. He makes a mess. When I go in his room, I'm like, Logan, oh, I'm such a dirty person. I said, well, you done criticized yourself. Ain't no sense in me adding to it. Yes, oh, Jesus. Yes, you're dirty. I'm just agreeing with him. Okay. Excuse me. I was watching a show, and it's all about autism. It's like a documentary with these autistic parents and the kids screaming and cutting up and fighting the parents and all of that. And I was like, I wish a brother might I wish you might go cray-cray. Logan probably would have been just like that. But see, he got crazy parents. Yes, he got crazy parents. Let me tell you how crazy Logan's parents is. Yes, Lord, give me an autistic child. I'll make him normal in a hot minute. He used to do all this noise. They call it stimming, right? And when a car would come down our street, he would hold his ears and just scream. And they say that their senses are greater, they're heightened. And so I understand that. But honey, what bothers you, you can't start cutting up and bother me. That is not going to work, not in this family. So one day when he was cutting up, I don't know why we had so much activity. Our street is not really a cul-de-sac. It rounds at the end of the street, but then it has a little street that goes out, so you can keep going around, okay? He was screaming. Like I said, it was very active that day. And so I took him and we sat on the curb and I crisscrossed applesauce across him and pinned him between my legs. I know I must have looked crazy because a couple of my neighbors were like, Lisa, what you doing? And I was like, I'm trying to get him used to normal things. And so I just took him and we sat there for I don't know how many hours of the day. And every time a car went by, he would scream. And so I started clapping, yay! And he'd look at me like, are you some kind of special too? Yes, a special baby for a special mama. Come on here. After that day, whenever the cars went by, he would clap and then take his hands and clap them around his ears. So he was all confused, like, this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to clap when the cars go by. But after a while, it stopped bothering him. And he stopped bothering me. It was a win-win for everybody involved, honey. Yes. So I had a very unconventional way of, that's still has some of the cellophane down there, way of fixing his little problems. The neurologist was like, well, we can send him to an audiologist and this, that, and the other. And I was like, I'm tired of y'all. I am tired of all the stuff that you want me to do for this boy. And nothing seems to be working that you guys suggest. So let me do some unconventional stuff. Some stuff that don't cost me no money and cost me a little bit of time. But yes. And his problem was fixed. So I'm not suggesting y'all do what I do. If you got a special need child or an autistic child, you know, anything like that, there's no suggestions here. But it worked for me. Worked for me and mine, that's for sure. You're not gonna drive me crazy, because I will drive you crazy back. And when I went to the I'm making myself laugh with these stories, honey, because I went to the autism support group. I mean, those people probably was like, we need to call Child Protective Services on her. Because I was listening to their stories and their kids were running around and acting up and this, that, and the other. I looked at Logan, I was like, I wish you might. I'd try it. I wish you might. And then one lady, her son was just really taking advantage of her because of his special ways. And I went over there and told him, you need to sit down. He looked at me like, oh my gosh. And then his little shoulders went up. And he went and sat next to his mom and was rocking and staring at me the whole time. That boy didn't move. And she didn't ask me what I did or what I said. I think she heard me. Let's just say if I didn't leave the group, they probably would have put me out. Because I told them, this is not helping me. Sitting here listening to you guys talk about a bunch of nothing, basically just complaining, it's not helping me. You're talking about their poop schedules and their feeding schedules and what Johnny can and cannot eat, and he's allergic to this, that, and the other. How is this helping me? No, it's just you airing your grievances, honey. Bye. I ain't got time to listen to this. This is too sad. This is unnecessary use of my good time. Goodbye. So I left because we're not feeling all of this sadness, you know? If God saw fit to give you a special needs child, who are you to say that you don't want to do it? Just do it and hush. Stop that complaining. Stop it. Stop it. And I did a autism Asperger camp in my house, and I had for a whole summer. And I had this one boy. I don't know if I told you guys this story. If I did, fast forward it. If I didn't, just listen, honey. Just listen now. The one kid, Ethan was his name. And that boy, his mama said he eats 7 items. And I said, well, that's not good. And I set off to make a change. Now, our stove has 10 eyes on it. So you can have multiple people over there making their meals. And these were 10-year-olds. And I was not about to make food for everybody. They had capable hands, and it was occupational learning, honey. Come on. So, is it OT or? Anyways, y'all know what I'm saying. So, I put him to the stove. Said, here's your egg, make it. He was like, oh, I can't. I says, well, honey, you can be hungry today then. And so he didn't eat breakfast. That was fine. I knew he wasn't going to die. And he sat there. I made him sit at the table and watch everybody enjoy their food. And then lunch came around, and we were all making food together, you know. And he didn't like to touch food or smell food. I was like, okay, you doing the most. We're not doing this. We are not all going to appease Ethan. No, that's not normal. So he didn't make his lunch. He didn't eat any lunch. I said, ooh, you good and hungry now. When snack time came around, his mom had made him a little snack thing. He ate his snack, and I told his mama he didn't eat breakfast. He didn't eat lunch. That's fine. That's just how he is. So then the next day, he pulled the same thing. He did this for like 2 weeks. After those 2 weeks, Ethan was the first one in the kitchen, honey. Yes, he was. He was like, Miss Lisa. I was like, go on, get started, baby. Do you, honey. I'm a watch. I'm a supervise. Crack your egg. He was real timid, like, yolk egg, you know. And he only ate 1/4 of the egg because it wasn't one of the things that he ate. He didn't like mushy stuff like oatmeal or anything like that. Let me tell you all this. By the time Ethan was to leave, because he didn't leave at the end of the program, his moms begged me to keep him. He went to public school, but she wanted him to come to our house after school, which was fine because I homeschooled my kids. I was like, let the baby come. So at the end of the program, Ethan was a teacher, honey. And he would tell the other kids, discipline them. No, you can't do that. Don't say this, don't do this. Come make your food. No, you're doing this wrong and right. Ethan was the instructor, honey. His mama said, I cannot believe how you've made a difference in Ethan's life. I said, I didn't give Ethan a choice. Well, actually, I did give him a choice. Eat or starve. That was your choice, baby. And I was not going to take that away from you. And when I eat, I made it sound extra good, like, ain't this good, y'all? Ooh, good Lord. Ethan, you ain't got no food? Oh, poor you. You should have made some food, honey. It's good. He was just like, this lady ain't playing with a full deck. But yes, no. I'm grown and you ain't. I know what's right and you don't. So why am I going to listen to you? No, we ain't doing this. Not on my watch. You better get it right or get out of here. So, yes, he couldn't climb stairs. We're talking about a 10-year-old. I dragged him up the stairs and down the stairs and up the stairs and down the stairs, honey, till he took my hand and he was like, let me go. I got this. I didn't literally drag him, y'all. Y'all know what I mean. I just made him do the exercise. Go. You can scream, you can cry, you can kick, call for mom and daddy, but you're going to do this. Go. And then when his mom come, he'd show her the new thing that he could do. He was so proud of himself. And she's like, how? I said, I don't give him a choice. She would bring him bright and early just because she would want him to have more time with me. I was like, honey, you're doing everything but leaving Ethan here with me. And she literally was crying one time, asking me, when she was asking me to keep Ethan, for the after school time. And I told her, let me think about it. And she kept talking, and she didn't give me time to think about it. I said, fine, leave the baby. Just leave the baby. It ain't going to hurt nothing. But I didn't want to take away from, spending time with my kids and homeschooling my kids and stuff like that. But no, it was fine. Ethan had his schedule coming. He'd come home and go in there and push past you and go right to the stove, make himself some food, a snack. If he wanted a hot meal, he used the stove. If he wanted a cold meal, and you try to help him, I got it. Go on then with your bad self. Do not let me stop you. If you want hot or cold, honey, it's all in there. Make yourself happy, baby. But all that to say, you can't give these kids all these choices, You cannot give them a bunch of choices because they don't know what's good for them. And especially these special kids, honey, they will act more special than they are. Let's put it that way, because they think they can take advantage of you because you're like, he don't know any better. And I knew that I was being played when Logan was screaming one time. He was screaming and knocking his head on the floor. I was like, I want to go over there and knock your head on the floor to make me feel better. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm just being silly. I don't abuse my kids. Y'all know I don't. I love my babies. But he would drive me crazy, and there was no reasoning with him, so why try to calm him down? Go on and scream. I just walk in another room, put on some earphones, and calm myself happy, honey, keep myself calm. So he was screaming, and I looked down at him because he stopped screaming. We were in the kitchen. He stopped screaming all of a sudden, and he tilted his head. And don't you know he was listening because Willie had pulled up in the driveway, and he stopped screaming and stood up and walked away. I said, oh, I see. You're smarter than I am. And so I told Willie what he was doing, and Willie was like, I told you, he's playing you. He knows exactly what he's doing to get his way. And he was. So I had to take care of that. I won't tell y'all that story. I don't want y'all calling, Child Protective Services on me or Adult Protective Services thinking that we're in here abusing Logan. Because we are not. My baby is good and spoiled. Give them what they need, not what they want. That's what I say, but they still take advantage of me. I think all kids do. But you can be taken advantage of a little bit, but when it's not healthy, like only eating 7 items, let me tell you what he ate. Turkey, cheese, and he'd roll it. What did she put inside of it? I think it was cream cheese or something like that. I don't remember. And she'd roll it. That was 3 of the items that he ate. What were the other 3 items? I forget. Y'all don't care. So yeah, that baby ate. No, 7 items. It was 7 items total. And I didn't say, well, honey, that's not right. That's not good. Da. No, I ain't going to tell her that. Why? Why? If she's feeling hopeless, it's not my job in life to make her feel more hopeless. No, we're supposed to love on people, honey. No. I was like, oh, I just listened. Really? Interesting. I was thinking to myself, girl, bye. Felicia, stop playing with me. Ethan ain't running nothing up in the Cooper house. And then when my husband would come home, ooh, he was real scared of Willie. Big, black, ugly nigga. Ooh, sorry. My bad. He was afraid of Willie. Yes, ma'am, he was. He was like, I am not going to do nothing to piss this boy off. Nothing. Nope. And he didn't. But Willie would still get on him because you ain't got to do much. You're gonna be real straight around Willie. Willie had words with Cameron yesterday. They got into it because Willie was making barbecue, and I guess he thought he had cleaned the sink out real good for he could put the meat in there and, you know, cut open the package and soak the meat and wash it and clean it and everything. And he had finished, and Cameron came over and was washing a dish, and I guess Willie wasn't completely done with the sink, or I don't know. I had left out to go grab something, and when I came home, Cameron was like, Dad, is da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I was like, well, that's your daddy. Go on out of here. That's your daddy. Can't do nothing now. Can't take it back. You is his. But I understand my husband, he has a way of talking to people. His tone is real. He can be very strong-willed, you know. And so the kids are like, oh, even Kimberly, to this day, honey, Kim don't play with her daddy. If her dad say no, that's it. She was talking about that the other day. She was like, Mom, Dad is not for play. I said, that's right. Her daddy gave her a car and told her to get her car registered, and she didn't get it registered. And then he got on to her about it. And then he gave her another car, and she didn't get it registered, and then the car got into an accident. He was like, I'm not going to give you the money. He eventually did give it to her, but she was mad. She was like, I am not going to talk to you guys. I was like, well, I'm going to side with your daddy on this one, because you were supposed to do what you were supposed to do. I understand when you didn't do it when you were, 19, 20, but now you're an older woman. You ain't even got an excuse. But he eventually gave it to her. He just let her sweat it out for a little bit. Kim love her daddy. I don't blame her. He good people. He just crazy. And y'all know I'm crazy, so y'all know I can't have a sane man. What would I look like? I would be bored with a person that was all normal. I'm going to take one of those off. I would be so bored. I've got to have a little bit of crazy in my life. And I got just what I need. I guess the Lord was like, you're a little extra crazy. Let me give you this one. See what you can make of this. I made the most out of it. And it has not been easy, let me tell y'all. I don't care who you married to. You got different people coming together. It ain't easy. We get the cussing and fussing. And I used to be real like, oh, Willie, he's upset. Kids tiptoe around him. No. I'm an old gal now. Like, you need to just stop your fussing. Don't nobody want to listen to you. You're like, honey, you did, I used to not do that. I would just be quiet and let him fuss. And then he got over it and we'd move on. Because he don't stay mad long. He does not stay mad long. I ain't never seen a person that could be piping mad. I mean, his little yellow face turns so red. He gets so mad. Then he's like, you want some coffee? Like, ah. Never seen it. I told you guys that before. I'm going to tell you about 1,000,000 more times. Because I've never seen it. I don't think I've even read it. I took Psych 1 and Intro to Psychology, and then I think it was Psych 1 or 2, I don't know. But I took 2 psych classes, and honey, I'm telling you, every time they were like, this is bipolar, this is multiple personalities. I was like, my husband got all of this. Oh, Jesus. Yes, Lord. So anyways, sorry about that N-word, y'all, because we use that word around here sometime. But it just means friend to us, or it's not a derogatory term in our house. But I know some people might get offended. Pam always says, I hate that word. I says, no. We say Nigga. Not the girl. We don't say the girl. We say the good. So there's a difference if y'all didn't know. Look at me informing you guys. My dad, he doesn't like it at all. My mother is married to my stepdad. I don't call him stepdad. I just call him dad. He's my dad. And we have the same birthday, and he doesn't like that word either. But we just say it in a friendly way. Because honey, if someone was to use the ger, time to cut you. We're going to have to cut you. We don't want to cut folks around here. That is not of God. No cutting allowed. One man called me that. He was driving. I was like, that's on you. If you that ignorant, that is on you. Right, folks? But you know what I say. I say everybody got a little bit of prejudice in them. Everyone, I am not prejudiced. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Everybody has a little bit in them. Now, if you're working on it, that's great. But it's in there. You let someone cut me off. And you're like, ooh. I'm like, that race can't drive. Well, yeah. I will say it in a hot minute. Don't mean nothing by it. That's just what you do. Even if it's a black person, I'm like, ooh, that IG, he getting on my nerves, just cutting me off. Look at these people driving, you know? Hey, we do that. But it's when you use derogatory remarks. That ain't cool, people. Or you pull up on the side to see who they are, even if it's an old person, and you're like, oh, they are too old to be on the road. That's prejudice. Prejudice against the elderly. Come on now. Y'all know it's the truth. Oh, that only had a little bit of sticky. Oh my God. Do y'all hear my heavy sigh? It looks so beautiful. There's that song, Beautiful. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I know y'all out there sounding like my sister. I told you every time I go to sing, don't do it. I'm gonna put some more in here. Don't you guys just love it when your drills are all in there and they're lined up? One lady sent me a message. She said, I could listen to you talk all day or something like that. Your videos aren't that long. Because, honey, this video is already at 1 hour. I swear it goes by so fast. It really does. It's at 1 hour and 34 seconds. Y'all want me to shut up? Y'all working on y'all diamond arts? Get it out. What y'all waiting for? And if you're not doing diamond arts, shame on you. Shame on you. It's so relaxing, so peaceful. So tomorrow, I'm going to go for 15 minutes more. And then I'm going to get off of here and let y'all have y'all life back. It's Sabrina's birthday. It's the 12th. And she was like, I don't know if I'm going to get the Joy, the Cricut Joy. And they're on sale today for $139. And I know she's about to travel here soon. And I was like, she might not want to take the Expression she bought, the big one. So I was like, Sabrina, let me send you a little bit of birthday money. And that'll make your decision a little bit easier. Because that's my friend, that's my baby. And then she was like, well, let me go on the website and go on and order it and go over there and curbside pick it up. I was like, go on. Do you. And then my son came in the room. Now, mind you, he already had it was over $1,000 when all said and done. But he was like, Mom. So they have he likes the Japanese animation books. Magna, whatever they're called, I don't know. And so he was like, look, Mom, let me show you how much these cost, these sets. And he showed me it was like $650. I was looking at him like, and so he said, but look, Mom, they have them on Amazon for $150. Can y'all hear my lips twisting to the side? Was a sister set up or what? He knew exactly what he was doing. I said, go on, Cameron, and order them. Go on. Just order them. Yeah? Okay, let me get that card. And I was like, here, let me just Cash App you some money. So I sent it via Cash App. And I guess he ordered his books. But, I mean, he was ordering books, y'all. Don't that make it better? I told you I was a sucker. I think about how much of my money I would have if I didn't have all these little bastards, honey. Because they take all my little change. They do. They take all my little change. I take money and I hide it under my bed. It ain't hid under my bed, y'all, because I went under my bed for my money. Yeah, no, that boy done spent it. Got my money. That envelope was so flat. And I was like, wait a minute now. I know. Then I just twisted my lips to the side. It was Cameron. He did it. Yep, I'm a fool for my babies. And if you're not a fool for your baby, that's on you. I am a fool for my babies. But you know what, y'all? We can't take it with us. We cannot take it with us. We will have the house paid, both house paid by next December. And that's going to be a great feeling, honey, because one of my clients, she already paid her house off. And I was like, that must feel so good, you know, to own your own house and not have to worry about the man coming to you saying your rent is due, your mortgage is due, or whatever. Come on now. What we doing up in 2001? Yes, we paying this mortgage off, honey. You're not coming to get my house. If something happens, God forbid, but if something happens, I do not want to ever have to worry about the mortgage. Come on. No, we ain't doing this. I need to call my mom because my mom, she still works full time. And she called me the other day and she said, they're changing my hours. And they gave her some god-awful hours. I said, Mom, just quit. Just quit. Dad retired full-time last week. And she was like, I like working. I'm like, Mom, Dirt is younger than you. Go on and sit down somewhere. But nope, she want to do her thing. I understand, because I'll probably be just like my mama. Probably be working on people's faces till my little fingers get arthritis. And well, they already have arthritis, but get all knobby. You know how you get those little knots all over your hands? And get all knobby and I won't be able to work anymore. That's why I have to get my instructor license here. And then I'll be able to just use my mouth. Y'all know how much I use my mouth anyways, right? It only makes sense. It only does. So, yeah. Now, we got 8 minutes left to be together, y'all. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And then I guess I will go watch Star Trek with the man. I really wanted to finish up across here today and tomorrow. Last night I was working on this part over here. The wing and this black part going down this way. All the way down there. Now, I'm going to end it with this complaint. Y'all know I don't like to do too much complaining, but I'm going to complain right now because I've got a legitimate complaint. What in tarnations is going on with these drills? I'm telling you, it's been mostly the 310. My 310s have been growing extra little bone spurs. They have little chips coming out of them. Some are hollow. And I'm not just talking about a few. It's been horrible. I'm like, okay, we must have just got a bad batch. I'm going to leave it there. We must have got a bad batch. Because, or maybe the squares just have more drills that are abnormal. Have you guys been experiencing that? The squares are a little more knobbly than the rounds. Because they have been just knobbly little things. I have so many of them that I plucked out and threw to the side. But all in all, we got to stop complaining now, Lisa. You done vent. You done got it out. That's that. They send you enough of them so you You can't complain too much, right? They send you enough of them so you can pick out the bad ones. But who wants to spend their time picking out the bad ones? Oop, there I go again. Oop, there it is. So Sabrina said something earlier, and Willie and I both started singing a song, and he was like, you hang around me too much. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I was listening to the DMX, that guy died of a drug overdose, but I was listening to them talk about his life. He's had a sad life, that poor boy. He was 50. But I think he died a boy because it's just so sad. His life story. So that's so sad. Oh, well. And he loved God. He really did. He always talked about God in all of the interviews. I watched one after another of his interviews, and he talked about God a lot, like deeply in his videos. He had a bunch of angels and demon videos and stuff like that. I was like, ooh, that boy was plagued with something, honey. Anyways, this is so relaxing, y'all. It really is. It's so relaxing to sit and talk with my peeps and do my diamond art. I think Willie get a little jealous. He says, bye, when he know I'm about to do my diamond art. Sorry, honey. You've lost me to diamond art. I don't know when I'll be back. It was nice knowing you. I told him he can do some diamond art. You can come pull up a desk, a little table right next to me, and get your DPs on. And I won't stop you. You can cheat on me with a little bit of diamond art. How about some of that? All right. People, I's gonna bid y'all good night. That's what I'm gonna do. It is, oh, I can't tell what time it is because y'all on my phone and you can't see the time. You can't see the clock. But it was nice working with you. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to my raunchy stories about using the soft baby cloths. Go get yourself some. This is Scrapping Like a Lady. Deuces.